All right, good morning, everybody. This is the Iceman here on the Iceman's Return YouTube channel. It's a Saturday morning, light snow here in Hartford. The prelude before the major storm coming through Connecticut today and the Northeast. But anyway, this is the TLC pay-per-view preview and prediction video, and we're going to start it off with the kickoff match for this TLC pay-per-view. The one thing I noticed about this pay-per-view is they have the one original, it is a TLC pay-per-view, tables, ladders, and chairs, and the only real match that they have involved in this is the unification title match. But anyway, it starts off with the pre-show with Dolph Ziggler facing Fandango. Um, Very good matchup here. Unfortunately, Dolph Ziggler has been really reduced to kickoff shows, and we don't really see much of him in major title issues as of late. Um, there has been rumors about him going after the Intercontinental title, but in any event, I don't know what the issue is there, but a pretty good match off to start the pay per view off. I would think I mean, in my eyes, I think Dolph Ziggler should come out on top against Fandango. And that's another thing, too. Fandango has really faded into the sunset as well with the WWE. It was a major big deal when he first came out. And he's just, you rarely see him as much as you did in the beginning. I mean, last year he had a match, against Chris Jericho at WrestleMania. So, how things have changed in, 8, 9 months. But anyway, look for Dolph Ziggler to come out on top in a fairly entertaining match if it's allotted enough time. I mean, I have a feeling this match is going to probably be pretty short, but look for Dolph Ziggler to come out on top. All right, a match that was added last night at SmackDown, which I had already known about, but I waited to put my predictions video up because I wanted to let everybody else see that, as it aired themselves. It's the tag team champions. It's going to be a fatal four-way match for the tag team titles. It's going to be Goldust and Cody Rhodes, the champions, versus Rey Mysterio and Big Show, versus Ryback and Curtis Axel, and the Real Americans, Swagger and Antonio Cesaro. And again, this should be a really, really entertaining fatal four-way tag team title match. Um, Actually, all four teams that are involved can put on a pretty good show. And I really honestly don't see Goldust and Cody Rhodes losing the titles as of yet. I think the big storyline for those two is going to be after the first of the year, possibly at the Royal Rumble, or maybe even at the Elimination Chamber, uh, leading up to something that may happen at WrestleMania. So, yeah, look for the tag team title holders of Goldust and Cody Rhodes to retain uh, their tag team titles in a very, very good and entertaining fatal four-way tag team title match. So I'm looking forward to that as well. We have the Intercontinental Champion Big E Langston going up against his challenger Damian Sandow. Boy, what a difference a few months makes. Sandow, who had the Money in the Bank briefcase for so long, and it was so precious to him when Cody Rhodes stole it from him and threw it out in the Gulf of Mexico, um, and whatnot. And then he ends up cashing in to John Cena and ended up losing it. And now we see him down to going after the Intercontinental title. And we're going to see a lot of these guys really going after that belt in the upcoming year, just for the simple fact is if they do unify the titles, which they say they're going to do tomorrow night, you're going to see a lot of these guys going after the Intercontinental title first before going after any kind of world title. So should be a pretty good matchup. I don't see Big E losing the belt yet at this time. And it's unfortunate for Damian Sandow because, they tease us with the possibility of him, becoming a little bit bigger, uh, becoming a little higher on that pedestal of superstars, but just don't see it happening right yet. But then again, this is the WWE. The WWE has a habit of changing things at the last moment, as we've seen so many times in the past. So look for Big E to retain. Now, Divas Champion AJ Lee going up against Natalya. I have mixed feelings about this match. My thoughts originally were that AJ Lee is going to hold the belt until WrestleMania. Um, Rumors are Michelle McCool's coming back, and but then my thoughts were, well, she's with the Undertaker. Um, she may be just coming back just for a time like the Undertaker does, and then takes off again. So I don't know whether that would make much sense. Um, but it wouldn't surprise me tonight that, or tomorrow night, I should say, that Natalya ends up defeating AJ Lee, although they have gotten the better of AJ recently, and we all know how that pattern goes. When you really have the better of somebody, in most cases, when you have that actual match on a pay-per-view, you end up losing. Uh, but I'm going to predict that Natalya ends up becoming the new Diva champion at TLC. Not to my liking, because I am a big AJ Lee fan, but I just have a funny feeling Natalya's going to come out on top. So we're going to give that to her. Now we have CM Punk versus The Shield in a 3-on-1 handicap match. Now, in all essence, when you're in a 3-on-1 handicap match, you know, it's pretty much a no-brainer that when you're the sole uh, wrestler on your own side, that you're going to get your ass whipped. This match has you know, a lot of things could happen in this match. Normally, I would say that the Shield would end up taking out CM Punk. I think CM Punk's going to have a good showing for himself. And I've also been toying with the idea that possibly because Roman Reigns is going to break out as a face sooner or later. And I'm just wondering whether Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose want to do most of the damage or be in the ring the most, and maybe not tagging Roman Reigns to the point where he gets frustrated and he may turn on him and then help CM Punk end up defeating the other two members of the Shield. So that's a thought that I had. I don't know whether it's going to come through, but it would be a very interesting thing to see Roman Reigns finally break out and turn against the Shield. So, other than that, really, in all fairness, a 3-on-1 match, CM Punk should get his ass kicked. But anything can happen. So we'll have to wait and see. But I'm going to predict that CM Punk ends up winning the match with the help of Roman Reigns. Just a speculation, just a thought, and I'm hoping it happens. Now, next up, Daniel Bryan versus the Wyatt family in a 3-on-1 handicap match. Now, this is one of those matches where Daniel Bryan has so much energy within himself that it really seems like he can go on for 20 to 30 minutes just constantly kicking, high flying, drop kicking, and he seems like he never gets tired. So in this match, I do see Daniel Bryan getting the best of the Wyatt family and somehow pulling this one out and coming out on top. And just for the simple fact as well, too, Daniel Bryan is so over with the fans. I think the WWE has decided pretty much to say, hey, you know something? He is probably the most popular superstar as far as the fans go right now in the WWE. We need to have him come over in this match. So look for Daniel Bryan to come out on top of this. Now, tables, ladders, and chairs. WWE Unification match. World Heavyweight Champion John Cena against WWE Champion Randy Orton. Boy, I have a lot of thoughts on this. Um, in my eyes, if they are going to unify the title, it's December. It's the last pay-per-view of the year. Um, who actually really deserves to win this belt and who will win it? Maybe two different things in my eyes. And I'm not saying this because I am a John Cena fan, but in my eyes, if anybody should win this match and be the unified champion, it should be John Cena. Again, just for the things he's done throughout the years for the WWE. I think this is the way for the WWE to reward John Cena for all his dedication, his loyalty, and everything he's done for them. Um, I think this would be a great reward for Cena. And, it doesn't mean he has to hold on to the belt very long. He could very well lose it at the Rumble. He could very well lose it in Elimination Chamber. I don't see him holding on to the belt if he does win to WrestleMania. I just don't see it happening. But I do think he should get the belt, even just for a short time. And, just to show their loyalty to him for what he has done for them. Now, on the other hand, nothing would surprise me. I really am not surprised if there's another screw job involved, something to do with Triple H or Stephanie, or even Vince McMahon for that matter. Um, and plus the fact too, we have seen John Cena get the better of Randy Orton in the last few weeks, and again, that pattern usually goes where when you get the better of somebody, you end up losing that match. So it should be interesting to see how it plays out. Um, Again, John Cena, in my eyes, should become the unified champion, but you know, who knows what the WWE has in stores? There's been a lot of rumors going around about, tribute to the troops and whatnot coming up, and I'm not going to really get involved in that and give anything away. I don't know whether that has anything to play with this or not, but we'll just have to wait and see how it pans out. But this match, I'm definitely looking forward to. I think it's going to be a very good match, and and hopefully, a lot of people are saying, well, whoever wins, there should be a rematch at the Rumble. Probably will be, but then again, I hope not. We've seen Randy Orton and John Cena feud so many times in the past, and I would like to see the winner take all, and then move on. But we'll just have to wait and see. So, anyway, those are my predictions for the TLC pay-per-view coming tomorrow night, presented by the WWE. Hope everybody enjoys it that are going to watch it. I know I'll be here watching it. And we just move on, and then we'll find out what the outcome is. And it should be interesting to see what happens on Monday Night Raw the night after. So, peace out, everybody. This is the Iceman on the Iceman's Return YouTube channel. Everybody have a great Saturday.